Hieromartyr Montanus, the priest of Singidunum, and his wife Maxima. March 26. A priest and his wife in Singidunum openly confessed their Christian faith, leading to their arrest and martyrdom by drowning during the Diocletianic persecution. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include martyrdom, persecution, execution, death of family. In the city of Singidunum, which is known today as Belgrade in Serbia, lived Saints Montanus and Maxima during the late 3rd century. Montanus served the church as a priest. He and his wife Maxima were known for their profound Christian faith and their commitment to living according to the gospel teachings. Their lives in Singidunum bore witness to Christ within their community through their piety and open confession of faith. This period was marked by the fierce persecution of Christians under the Roman Emperor Diocletian. Imperial edicts were enforced throughout the Roman Empire, demanding that all citizens offer sacrifices to the pagan gods. To refuse these commands meant facing severe penalties, including imprisonment, torture, and death. The authorities sought to compel Christians to renounce their faith and conform to the state religion. Montanus and Maxima, holding fast to their confession of Christ, refused to comply with these decrees. Their refusal was not born of rebellion against civil order, but out of obedience to a higher authority, that of God. For their steadfastness, they were arrested. The Roman officials brought them before the local governor, Probus. Governor Probus initiated an interrogation. He urged them to obey the emperor's decree and to offer the required sacrifices, thereby preserving their lives. The governor attempted to persuade them, likely emphasizing the futility of their resistance and the severity of the punishment that awaited them. St. Montanus, however, stood firm. With unwavering resolve, he answered Governor Probus, stating, "He who loves his life more than Christ is not worthy of him." This declaration was a profound affirmation of his allegiance to God alone. He firmly refused to worship idols, which he described as lifeless, recognizing them as false gods devoid of power. Saint Maxima stood by her husband during this interrogation. Her presence and silence were a testament to her shared conviction and steadfastness. She did not waver, but rather she supported Montanus in his confession, demonstrating her own commitment to Christ. Governor Probus observed that neither persuasion nor threats could move the holy couple from their confession of faith. Seeing their unyielding resolve, he therefore condemned them to death. The sentence was pronounced, sealing their earthly fate, but opening the path to their heavenly reward. On the 26th day of March, around the year 304, Saints Montanus and Maxima were led from their place of judgment to a bridge over the Sava River. There they received their crowns of martyrdom. They were executed by being drowned in the river, giving their lives together for Christ. Their joint martyrdom underscored the truth that faith in Christ transcends earthly bonds, yet strengthens them in their highest purpose. The witness of Saints Montanus and Maxima stands as an example of marital unity in faith and sacrifice. As a priest, Montanus embodied the sacred calling to shepherd the flock, even unto death, offering his own life as a living sacrifice. Maxima, as his wife, exemplified the strength and devotion of a Christian spouse, sharing equally in his spiritual struggle and ultimate triumph. Their refusal to compromise their faith, even when faced with the ultimate threat, demonstrates the depth of their theological conviction. They understood that to offer sacrifice to idols was to deny the one true God, an act that held eternal consequences for their souls. Therefore, their refusal was not an act of defiance for its own sake, but a profound affirmation of their spiritual loyalty. Their lives, lived faithfully in Singidunum, were a continuous act of worship, culminating in their ultimate sacrifice. They did not waver under the threat of death, but instead they saw the temporal end of their lives as the beginning of eternal communion with God. The Church remembers them as Hieromartyr Montanus and Martyr Maxima, honoring their memory and seeking their intercessions. Their commemoration on March 26th serves as a perpetual reminder of the cost of discipleship and the reward of faithfulness to Christ, even in the face of the greatest earthly trials. Their lives bear witness to the power of God to sustain His faithful through persecution, granting them the grace to endure and to offer their lives as a fragrant spiritual sacrifice to the Lord.